Okay, I feel like I bought every poinsettia in the store. This is Danielle, the domestic scientist. In today's video, I'm bringing you a very special Christmas shopping haul, and it's going to feature all of the floral stems, picks, and garlands that I purchased from my local Hobby Lobby ahead of Christmas. I can't wait to show you guys all the fun things I found, and I'm going to give you a sneak peek of this year's floral designs. So let's get started. One of the first things I found at my local Hobby Lobby is a set of pre-decorated floral stems. Now, actually, I bought 6 of these to use around my house this season. Now, I love a good pre-decorated floral stem simply because it takes a lot of the guesswork and labor out of flower arranging. Now, I've never been great at doing floral arrangements. I've always kind of struggled with them. So whenever I buy a pre-decorated stem, all the guesswork is done. They perfectly pair all the flowers and the accessories. Now, on this particular stem, it has a large white poinsettia that has some nice glitter on the ends, so it has a nice glam effect. But it also has some of those other green pieces. It has a couple of glitter ferns, and it also has glitter on the pine cone. It's very large and substantial, but one of the reasons that makes it so easy to decorate with is I can get multiple identical stems, and then I can create balance and symmetry all around my spaces. So I can't wait to use this floral stem in my home decor this year. I believe I'm going to use it on my dining room table, on my fireplace mantle, and possibly in my office or on my wet bar. I'm not quite sure where some of these are going to go, but I can't wait to incorporate them into my home decor. So the next item I found at my local Hobby Lobby are sets of white poinsettias. Now, these are single stem flowers, and I bought every last one that they had in my local Hobby Lobby. Now, I love a good white poinsettia because they're super versatile and you can use them year after year with a variety of different color palettes. And if you go with a simple color like white, it's not really going to clash with your color palette for the year. So I think that I'm going to sprinkle these white poinsettias in different areas around the house. Now, there are different types of poinsettias out there. They have some that are meant to look more real, and in my opinion, silk flowers just never look real. So I prefer the ones that have a little bit of glitter and that add a little bit of glam. And I think that that just gives a nice little sparkle to the space, and it really makes me happy for Christmas. So next I found some sage green poinsettias at Hobby Lobby as well, and these are also single stems. Now, I bought a ton of these because I remember when I was doing that video about Evergreen Fog being the 2022 color of the year from Sherwin-Williams, and I thought it really would look pretty next to the Repose Gray that I'd already painted my home. So when I saw these sage green poinsettias, I thought this would be a really fun color to add to a color palette. But also because Christmas you do a lot of red and green, I thought that a nice shade of green would be versatile with a number of color palettes across the year. So I bought this flower for flexibility as well. And then the last single stem poinsettias that I found were these like deep champagne poinsettias. Now, this color is kind of a weird color because sometimes when the light hits it, it looks more champagne. Sometimes it looks a little more pewter. Sometimes it looks slightly mauve-y. But this has like a velvet type of finish, and so it has a nice little sheen to it, which makes it kind of hard to pin down the color. But at any rate, when I saw this particular champagne flower, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Repose Gray that I painted my house, and I thought it looks really good next to the paint. And because it looks nice next to the paint and the sage green looks nice with the paint, I thought this would be an interesting color palette to use for Christmas. And I think that it's just a way that I am creating a Christmas color palette that's going to go with the color palette of my house. So when it comes to Garland, I like to use Garland in multiple places around my home. It's super versatile, and it's definitely a staple when it comes to holiday decor. But I wanted to find a piece of Garland that was already flocked, that had a fairly full appearance, and one that was simple and plain enough that I can use it year after year, and I can customize it just a little bit here or there. Now, one of the things that I really like about Hobby Lobby is if you look at Garland in the Garland section and then you go to the florals, picks, and stems section, oftentimes they will have a a pick or stem that actually matches the garland. And in this particular case, I was able to find a couple of matching stems to go with my flocked garland. And what that allows me to do is to take a piece of garland that might be a little bit on a thin or wispy side, and I can really thicken it up by just adding in strategically a few more of those stems so I can get a more lush appearance with my garland. All right, so I am a huge fan of Rebecca Robeson at the Kenwoven Robeson Design channel on YouTube. And she just put out a decorating with garland video this year. I watched it and I was just really blown away because she takes plain garlands and she adds like floral stems and picks to them, and she gives them a really great over-the-top custom look. All right, so I will confess, I will tell you up front, last year, my Christmas home tour video, my garland situation was just a hot mess. It was really a hot mess and I was struggling with it. And so I really appreciated watching Rebecca Robeson's garland videos this year. And so I think it's really going to be beneficial to helping me get better and better every year. And so while I don't profess to be any sort of home decorating guru, I do enjoy it and I want to get better at it. And so if you haven't seen last year, you choose to go back and watch it, just know I'm doing better every day. And don't judge me too harshly. So I'm Danielle, the Domestic Scientist. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.